I'm Nagarajan and this is Talks by Nira. Have you ever watched Dear Zindagi by Gauri Shinde? We all felt so connected to Alia's character Kiara in many ways, but the situations that she has gone through. And we had also wished to get a wonderful therapist like Jehangir. And there has been many points when we had to burst out like Kiara did.
तो खत्म कर दो ना. Just end it.
Losing every interest in life and standing amidst a chaos of not knowing what we have to do next. That sucks. And we all want that one ray of light to grab and come up so that we just need somebody to understand us. But during the process, we all search for another person to hear us out. And sometimes we all have that one person who hears us and who understands us. That is for sure. But are they always available? There can be chances when they get busy or there are some issues like distance and all. It feels so hard. Then that stresses more. We will start to think like we don't have anybody to share our things. But for a matter of fact, did we think about ourselves when we started to think about others? That is the real question. In the process of searching others for day and night, we just forgot that we have ourself within us, that small portion of conscious that wants to listen to what we feel. And that's where we will find ourselves, the hope that gives us goals, opportunities, our destination of life and all. So, in the process of understanding us or hearing us out, emotions play a very good role. Emotions are those big factors which can make us realize what we feel. When we get angry, it's because either we are irritated of it or if we are hurt. The emotions play a very good role in making us understand who we really are, what we really want. Even I used to search for others to hear me out. I just wanted that one person to hear me out so that I have a feeling like I'm not alone. Being a single child, it was a bit hard for me. But still, I had always had a gut feeling that I won't be like others. I'll be different from anything and everything, that is for sure. But as the life has took me, the courage, the bravery, or what we can say, the gut, it started to lose. I became so silent, I became so patient. That patience means that much that I don't even speak up for myself. I started giving up things for others, but it was just not right because I got many things wrong because of pleasing others, but nothing good has happened to me. It might have given some advantages to others, but for me it was an utter failure. And when I lost everything, the trust, the hope, I got so pulled in. There had been betrayals, there has been heartbreaks, there has been devastating levels of things. But the only thing that kept me up was writing. It was just a little girl's small curiosity when she first learned about diary entry in her school. That was my first starting to write. It was just a small hobby. Like I used to write only one sentence or something like I got to meet this person, or I got my favorite pencil, or it was so simple, just like it is not some big deal. So at that age, that meant a lot to me. So I got to write those. When I got sad, I would be like, oh, I'm really sad. Just one word and done. As years passed, I started to write paragraphs and pages about myself, what I feel, and it was always at the worst point. It has always helped me. But there was a time when I lost every hope. That was the time I was totally lost, I would say. But later on, it was another curiosity of a little girl to write a poem. So it was during my ninth standard. I still remember it was a rainy afternoon. We had a free period and we were sitting in class. So I decided to write something out. I wrote a poem inspired from The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost, and that was the beginning. The name of the poem is She. It was about a little girl who was lost in the woods, but at the end, it was just a dream of a girl being alone in the dark woods with fear and loneliness. But even after writing that, I didn't have the courage to accept that it was really good. So I asked my friends, my classmates about it, and they were like, you wrote it really good. I was like, okay. But still, I never had the courage that I can write something in my life. But I just couldn't stop there. So I started to write more poems. I tried my mother language Malayalam also, but I don't know why, but it never came that right as English. So I just kept them to myself. It's like, yeah, it's just for me. Nobody else can read it. After that, I made those emotions into stories in that way that when somebody reads it, it isn't just a tale, but if you understand it, it has that much depth. So, after writing so many poems, one day I decided to read them. And that was when I realized that what I felt at that time, how I should have responded to it, or how I should have reacted to it. I go to analyze myself, I go to understand myself a lot, that it gave me another vision of life. After that, I just continue writing for till now. I still write when my emotions reaches to its peak. Most of them are written during those emotions, but yeah, there are some which I write from my imagination, which has no connection to me, but still I just write it. I decided to publish a book. I wanted it so badly, I started researching and all. After reaching college, it was my friend. I really got a wonderful friend there. She's my best friend, and she's more than a best friend. She's like my sister. So she told me, you should publish this. And from that day onwards, she became the primary reader of my works. As much as I was excited to show her, she was even more excited to read those. And that was my strength as my greatest backbone. And she was like, whenever I step down, like, no, I shouldn't, what will they think? She will be like pushing me, friend, like, no, you're gonna do it. That was how I got to meet a really good number of people who helped me to publish this book. There was my creative writing teacher who taught me in the college. I'm so introverted at that point where I don't know how to talk. Or I know how to talk, but when it comes to practical, it doesn't come that well. She got me there and she made me spoke to her, and with the help of her, I got to meet a wonderful author, Ala Iqbal, who is the author of 20s Winter, and it is also a wonderful book. And with the help of her guidance, I got to select the right publisher, that is Notion Press, and with my father's support, I published my book on 5th of April 2024. It has been 10 months and I'm just letting it out to the world now. I know it is too late, but I don't think it is that late as well, because I go in this 10 months I got to meet many wonderful bookstagrammers and readers who loved my books so much that they gave me more courage to write, and they are my inspiration now to write more, because they supports me that much that I had never received that much support in my entire life other than from my best friends. Now, the book. If you have seen my previous video, you might know what the book is. Yes, it's Tale in Verse. So this is my first published book. I do write in Wattpad even before publishing, but my debut book in paperback is this one. I published this book at first on Wattpad, but later after I published, I unpublished it there so that my book gets more readers than the Wattpadders. And I want to say that my Wattpad friends were so supportive of it when it was there on Wattpad. That's all for today. I guess you all have loved the video. If you haven't skipped it till end, and if you have seen the full video, please do comment your suggestions or your thoughts about the book or your experiences, anything, just tell the comment section. And please do subscribe my channels for more videos, as I am now writing my first fictional novel, and I am so excited for it because that book means so much to me, and I hope I can publish it this year. I have been sharing some of my behind the scenes of that book in my Instagram page, so don't forget to check it out.